Gun Barrel City Council chambers located at 1716 West Main Street, Gun Barrel City, Texas, 75156 on Tuesday, April 9th, 2019 at 5 p.m. Please rise for the invocation.
Lord, thank you for this day. Please keep an eye on those that guard us day and night, both domestically and foreign. Also, please keep an eye on this board so that we make proper decisions in the best interest of the city. Also, please watch over the citizens of this town. Amen.
Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call from my right.
Lawrence present.
Gaddis present.
Damiano present.
Taylor here.
Butler here.
Osborne here.
We have a quorum. Citizens' presentations are limited to 3 minutes. This item provides the opportunity for citizens to address the EDC Board of Directors on any matter, whether or not it's posted on the agenda. However, in accordance with the Texas Open Meetings Act, Section 551.041, the EDC Board of Directors cannot discuss, deliberate, or take action on matters not listed on the agenda. At this time, the Board will receive citizen comments and, if necessary, may refer the matter to EDC staff for research, resolution, or referral to the EDC Board on a future agenda. Do we have any citizens' presentations? None. Item number 1. Discuss and or take action to approve the EDC minutes of March 27, 2019. A motion, please.
I move that we take action to approve the EDC meeting minutes of March 27, 2019.
I'll second.
Discussion? Voting to approve from my right, please.
Yes. Lawrence.
Gaddis, yes.
Damiano, yes.
Taylor, yes.
Butler, yes.
Osborne, yes.
Motion passes. Item number 2, discuss and or take action to approve the March 2019 GBC EDC month financial reports. Those reports were not completed in time. We don't have them yet. Understandably, it's the last week of tax returns and the CPAs are having fits, so we'll delete that item. I will say there that we've got our resolution into Techstar to move some money in there, and hopefully sometime this week we'll get a user ID from JP Morgan, the administrator, so that we can activate or increase that account. Item number 3, discuss and or take action to approve Best Friends of the Library grant for the purchase of computers and related equipment for education and job training in the amount of approximately $5,150. Do we have a motion?
I move that we take action to approve Best Friends of the Library grant for the purchase of computers and related equipment on education and job training in the amount of approximately $5,150. Second.
We have a motion and second. Mr. Peterson, do you want to shed some light?
Buying tickets to their event. We gave them the opportunity to do double this year. We asked for something that we could do that would help education and job training in our area, and for them please not to come back for a few years. So this investment, I believe, will last about 3 years. We're going to buy 5 computer systems and get them put in for the library, and they're very pleased about that, besides the fact they get to sell the table we generally had. So they get to double dip.
You are designated our legal expert by those on high within the city. How do we justify this given current state statute?
The job training.
The job training?
Absolutely. Both education and job training are allowed for us to fund in a corporation in a community under 20,000.
Wonderful.
The only thing I need from Mr. Damiano is a letter from the mayor saying we can do this. We must get approval from the governing board of where we are providing the funds. So,
I thought that was just if we were donating it directly to the library and not to the Friends of the Library, but I will check that.
Will you check it, please? Because I think we must do something in that manner in order to make sure that 7 Points is not concerned about what we're doing.
No, I'll look into that.
Thank you very much.
Any further discussion? Voting to approve from my right, please.
Lawrence, yes.
Gaddis, yes.
Damiano, yes.
Taylor, yes.
Butler, yes.
Osborne, yes.
Motion passes. Item number 4, discuss and or take action to approve facade improvement grant for Gun Barrel Parts Plus in the amount of $5,000. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we approve a facade improvement grant for Gun Barrel Parts Plus in the amount of $5,000.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Discussion. This is approval. This is not funding. The work has not been done yet, correct?
Correct.
And who worked this up? Was that yours?
Lee did, I believe.
Information that we require. We have the 3 bids. We have everything is checked off in the application. It's signed, and the work has not begun at this point.
Yeah, there is an invoice in the packet, but that is a sample invoice. It's not an actual invoice. The work has not been done.
What the there's a question. I have 2 questions. Is number 1, the person that's on the driver's license, which has been redacted, which I don't know because we've never done that before, and then this application was done in November. Why hasn't it hit the board before then?
So Lacey Baxter is the manager, and I did not notice the redaction. If there is one, there was not meant to be.
Well, I mean, I don't know what
Perhaps
you
it was
actually
just a
have in
bad
your
copy.
records, but the it's blacked out on. It's a lady's name, so I don't know who
It's
she
It's
is.
Lacey Baxter. She is the manager.
It was public
Jim.
information. It was her
But
date
who's
of
the
birth.
owner? Who's the owner?
It's on there as well. Kevin Norrell.
The guy from Canton.
I'm not sure he's from Canton. I think he's in Fort Worth, and they own about 8 or 9 of these facilities around East Texas.
Would we not normally have the driver's license information for the owner?
Well, the owner is an absentee owner, so he's not here. So we just need a driver's license from somebody who's associated with the company.
And
I didn't know how it got redacted. That was not intentional, Jim.
Well, it's blacked out. Just take a look at it.
the only reason, I might surmise
We blacked out date of birth
date of birth
License number.
and
and driver's license
The
number.
number.
Yep.
So
Her name is there, Lacey Baxter.
but there's no information as who this person is. She's the manager of the
Yes.
store? Okay. So what I'd like to see is all the others that are in the file inside your office is that they're all got a copy of the photo of the driver's license with their age, with everything on it.
Yeah, it is against the law to provide you those things.
Well, I didn't say you need to put it in here in a packet.
Well, we can get it if we need it. We know Lacey very
I'm
well.
not saying that all of the other ones, but we've never given photocopies before a person's driver's license or any of that information because, we didn't require it. So, but I think just to go along with the form of what we've done before, that I'd like to see it in our office that's not accessible to anybody but somebody that in the
I believe we've done everything that is required for this facade grant. I think you have everything in front of you you could possibly ask for.
She is listed on the executive summary as the manager under recipient. So that's where her title comes in.
Anything further? Voting to approve from my right, please.
Lawrence, yes.
Gaddis, yes.
Damiano, yes.
Taylor, yes.
Butler, yes.
Osborne, yes.
Motion passes. Item number 5.
Before I go on, they have, 60 days to get this done? Trying to,
Took them a lot longer to get 3 bids.
Yeah. Okay. Item number 5, discuss and undertake action to review digital marketing and EDC website.
I'm going to give this to Walter. Walter has been involved in this change of command with our website, and
Can't do it unless we got a motion and a second.
I'm sorry.
We have a motion.
I'll motion to discuss or take action to review digital marketing and EDC website refresh.
I'll second.
Discussion, Mr. Peterson.
I will give this to Walter. The most important thing from our perspective is that we get the information so we can run our own website, which we have not had inside the office. Holland has had that information. We now have it, and we're trying to get it moved into various places, and I'll let Walter talk about that.
Members of the board, on this section, item 5 is the discussed refresh, marketing, sort of an update and polishing to bring it into the new, to the present. On this front, we have begun soliciting bids from 2 different places as requested. One is nearby Sugar Rock. We are awaiting another copy, so to speak, of a draft for what that would look like, cost, and what would be involved in that. I was on the phone yesterday with a second one in Longview known as ED Suites. They've done quite a few, particularly in East Texas, and I believe also North and Central Texas. They should be back to me with a second bid within the next few days from what they said. Any questions?
Yeah, could you give us an overview as to what needs to be done to our systems?
Could you say that again? Sorry.
Can you give us an overview as to what needs to be done related to our systems?
This section is just, item 5 is strictly the part about making it more, I suppose, user-friendly and more modern and better for our purposes. I think you're referring more to IT.
Okay. Okay, I'll wait for that. Thank you.
And this is just a motion to review. We're not buying anything yet.
Oh, of course, we haven't even gotten the final bid numbers and everything yet. We couldn't.
So we're simply bringing it up that we're thinking about doing it, correct?
Basically, I'm giving you all an update.
All right. Any other discussion? Voting from my right, please.
Lawrence, yes.
Gaddis, yes.
Damiano, yes.
Taylor, yes.
Butler, yes.
Osborne, yes.
Motion passes. Item number 6, discuss and or take action to set date for EDC Board Marketing Workshop. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion that we set a date for the EDC workshop.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. What we would like to do in this marketing workshop is consider, with input from all of us, what businesses we would like to see here. Who do we want to recruit? Who are we going to go after? And becomes a very open discussion when somebody says H-E-B or Aldi. Mr. Peterson can tell us what his contacts have been there. What is frequently the most frustrating thing is about this is you can talk to somebody for 6 months and it's without knowing it, you're talking to the wrong person. So rejections really need to be reviewed as well as considering new attempts. Question is, when can we do this? I think, Missy, Monday, Tuesdays are best days for you. Does either a Monday or Tuesday work well for anyone else?
Tuesday's the best day for me.
What day?
Tuesday.
Tuesday? How about morning versus afternoon? Afternoon? Either one. Either one? Either one?
Either one.
How about 9 a.m. Tuesday? A week from today, the 16th?
Yep.
Yeah, we'll meet in our conference room, right? And we do have to record it.
We could either set up tables out here.
When do elections kick off? That's after that, early voting. Later than that. So we can do it in here so it's recorded. All right, how about the 16th at 9 o'clock? Is that good for everyone?
Yeah, just ask
Yeah.
Walter to email us, a reminder that we're all here.
Only, okay.
Does that have the leakage report in it? Full report. Good.
My only thing is, I'm going to have my granddaughter with me. She's 4.
She's 4. She's not going to be able to vote.
No.
Okay. All right, 16th at 9 a.m. Voting to approve. From my right, please.
Lawrence, yes.
Gaddis, yes.
Damiano, yes.
Taylor, yes.
Butler, yes.
Osborne, yes.
Okay. The Gun Barrel City EDC will now hold a closed executive session meeting pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code in accordance with the authority contained in Texas Government Code 551.087, deliberations regarding economic development. Section 551.087, deliberations regarding economic development negotiation proposed project reflection. This should take no less than, or no more than 10 minutes, I think. Regarding economic development negotiation project reflection, reconvene into open session. The Gun Barrel EDC will now reconvene into regular session pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code to take any action necessary regarding the items discussed in executive session. Item number 7, discuss and/or take action to approve reflection as a project. Do we have a motion?
A motion, we approve reflection as a project.
I second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Voting from my right, please.
Lawrence, yes.
Gaddis, yes.
Damiano, yes.
Taylor, yes.
Butler, yes.
Osborne, yes.
Motion passes. Item number 8, open public hearing. This, we will cancel item number 8. The notice in the paper did not make it in time. Item number 9, discuss and/or take action to consider new EDC host, website, and IT services. Do we have a motion?
Make a motion that we accept a presentation to consider an ED host and or website.
Second.
Discussion. Walter?
Hello. Okay. So on the EDC host and IT services, we have thus far looked into essentially parting this into two major responsibility groups. One is to move the site away from its current domain server with HawkHost towards something temporary like GoDaddy that's would be further under our, I suppose, control, more usable for us. This would be temporary. It is there is some work being done on it at this point. The other side of that equation is more for our email and regular IT services. We are currently, are talking to the person who does the Gun Barrel City IT and such, Mr. Chris Goldsmith out of his office in Canton. He comes down once a week. There's a monthly fee, but there's no contract. So it's that fee is $300 a month. He's making some other recommendations. We haven't moved forward with those. We're just looking over what he's recommending for security purposes, trying to make sure the website's as secure as possible. With some of the government hacks lately, it's become a bit more of a risk on that front, but we're still taking in his suggestions and trying to move that along. There's been some work to get our email up to what we want it to, and trying to get everything away from its previous position with Mr. Witten as the admin and everything for everything, more towards the staff or the people we're hiring through us or will hire through us, so we can have a better feel for how it is and to manipulate it as we see fit when we need to. Any questions?
All we're doing at this point is alerting the board that we're considering a new situation. True? Okay. So, yeah. Where does the hosting sit now? Ah, okay. We threw them out of the country in the 1700s.
Are the new costs projected to be similar to the existing cost?
No, they will almost certainly be a fair bit higher. Mr. Witten, I assume as part of his previous position and the fact that he was, an amateur, he charged a cut rate. It was very cheap. This will be almost certainly more expensive.
Holland Witten was $15 an hour. Tried to get him down to $12.50, but he wouldn't go. The new guys will probably be about $100 an hour, and it's maybe 2 hours a month, 3 hours a month.
Something in that ballpark. Mr. Goldsmith was going to, his rate would be, his team ranges from about 85 to 100, and I believe it was 25 an hour. He was saying he'd just do a flat fee of about $300 a month. So that way, whenever he comes to the city, usually on Friday, if we need him, he can come over and take a look. If not, he can continue. And that way, if it fluctuates or whatever, the price will remain flat. That's what he's discussing. And again, there's no contract, so we can run him for a little while, rent his services for a bit, and if we're unsatisfied, we can move on.
Okay, at this point, we are not giving you a checkbook to go ahead and obligate us to this, right?
I do not believe we have done so. We have discussed. I have asked for his assistance, as I said, with helping get the new email stuff set up. We had an Outlook subscription. It lapsed. There's some stuff with that I've already begun, but I would like his help in polishing, so I've already reached out to him about that. I don't believe he's begun. He may have. I don't think so. But there will be some work on that, and I do believe we'd like to see him Friday help a little bit. But again, there's no long-term obligation at this point.
All right, so all we're doing is approving consideration.
Correct.
Any other discussion? Questions? Okay, voting to approve. From my right, please.
Lawrence, yes.
Gaddis, yes.
Damiano, yes.
Taylor, yes.
Butler, yes.
Osborne, yes.
Motion passes. Item number 10, discuss and or take action to approve EDC sponsorship of the TEDC 2019 Mid-Year Conference for $1,400. Do we have a motion? $1,500. 15, give me 16. Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve the EDC scholarship, the TEDC 2019 Mid-Year Conference in the amount of $1,500.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
We have a second. Discussion.
Yeah, Lee, what do we get for this?
So what we get for this is one complimentary registration, and I think we're going to send Walter, and in your packet it says $1,100. You can probably take 5 off that, which is the registration. So with the sponsorship, we get one registration, we get sponsor listing and recognition on the printed agenda, we get a sponsor slide, we get online registration and recognition.
So registration for the conference is what, 1,100? Is that? 5, okay.
I think it's about 5, and I don't know that for sure, Gary, but that's generally about where it is.
Okay.
And so you can take that off of Walter's cost if we intend on sending it. The reason for sponsorships, I've been involved with TDC for a long time, is when they come to your area, they kind of look for you to help. And by helping sponsor the organization, besides what we get, we also allow smaller communities that couldn't afford to go to actually pay the registration and come, because we keep the price of the registration low.
Okay, when Carlton came out to do our seminar, did we pay him?
Well, we were going to pay him, but he has never sent us a bill, and I don't think he's going to at this point.
Okay.
Don't know. That was his private company.
Okay. No, that's
With this $1,500 community sponsor, we get a complimentary registration. That would cover Walter, wouldn't it? Yes. So why do we have the separate item for another registration for?
Because you have to approve for him to go, and I said you can take about $500 off the cost. I think his cost in there is $1,100, so it would be about $600. It would just simply be a.
Oh, that's covering the hotel and travel and all that.
And I couldn't do it because I didn't know whether or not you do the sponsorship.
Okay.
So if we don't do the sponsorship, it's $1,100.
How many days is this?
I think the agenda is in there. It's Wednesday, June 12th,
it's 3.5 days.
Through Friday the
4
14th.
days.
Thursday, June 13th, and
Oh, 12 to 14. He'll be gone for my birthday. Any other discussion? Voting to approve from my right.
Lawrence, yes.
Gaddis, yes.
Damiano, yes.
Taylor, yes.
Butler, yes.
Osborne, yes.
Item passes. Item number 11, discuss and or take action to approve ED Associates attendance at the 2019 Mid-Year Conference for a sum of approximately $1,100. Do we have a motion?
I make a motion that we approve an EDC member to go to the conference at a cost of roughly $1,100.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Discussion?
Would like to, is Walter going?
yes, Walter.
Walter's
Walter.
going?
And I think it's extremely important for him at this time
I think it's a good idea. Okay.
Meet them and talk with them and meet Carlton. It's very close. It's a good time to go.
Okay. I'd like to, yeah.
Point of clarification, please. If we approved item 10, the sponsorship comes with his admission. Would item 11?
Less than 11. I just don't know exactly what it is, but I would assume it would be somewhere
It'll
around
be
6 to
just to cover costs. Okay, I got it.
How about we add to cover hotel and incidental costs, transportation, incidental costs? You going to stay overnight up there, Walter?
My plan was to stay, yes, Wednesday and Thursday night, just be more convenient.
Kind of young to be out after dark.
Well, it starts early. I'm not going to be out that late.
Okay. Yeah, let's add to the motion to cover hotel, transportation, and in incidental expenses.
I'd like to amend my motion to send Walter to the EDC conference and allocate monies to pay for hotel, meals, transportation, and other incidentals.
Voting to approve from my right.
Lawrence, yes.
Gaddis, yes.
Damiano, yes.
Taylor, yes.
Butler, yes.
Osborne, yes.
Motion passes. Executive closed session of the Board of Directors. The Gun Barrel EDC will now hold a closed executive session meeting pursuant to Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code in accordance with the authority contained in Section 551.074 to deliberate the appointment, employment, evaluation, reassignment, duties, discipline, or dismissal of a board member. Session pursuant to the provisions of Chapter 551 of the Texas Government Code to take any action necessary related to the executive session. Item number 12, discuss and or take action on Section 551.074 as was discussed in executive session. Do we have a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that in light of the fact that Ms. Wynn has missed 2 regular meetings, that we recommend to the City Council that should be removed from the EDC.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Voting from my right.
Lawrence, yes.
Gaddis, yes.
Damiano, yes.
Taylor, yes.
Butler, yes.
Osborne, abstain.
Motion passes. Motion to adjourn.
Make a motion that we adjourn.
Second? By acclamation.